Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Where's my ATB crew at? Let me know in the chat. Guys, we have a very, very, very special show tonight. As you guys know, this has been one of the most highly anticipated live streams we've done on this channel yet, guys. We have the one and only Crypto Face on the stream tonight. We're going to be talking to him about what he thinks about the markets. Does he think we're going to continue up? Does he think the bottom's in? And we're going to be taking a ton of questions from chat. So if you guys have any questions, throw them in chat. Tony D will grab those really, really good ones and send them over to me so we can ask him. Maybe we'll even ask him if he would be more afraid of a duck-sized horse or a horse or a chicken-sized, whatever that question is you guys always ask. But yeah, guys, gonna be an amazing show. Like I said, really, really excited to start, picking Crypto Face's brain and just kind of figure. I've read some of the questions. We got some really good questions. I'm excited to hear about what he thinks about the market. Does he think the bottom's in? I know a lot of people probably have questions about maybe some market cipher questions or some trading questions. So super excited to get into talking with him. But before we jump into it, guys, let's go ahead and say what's going on to the Candle Mafia in chat. And don't forget, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on that wheel of pain and pleasure, which is basically just the wheel of pleasure now because there's just giveaways on it. But every 100 likes we get, we will spin that wheel. Every spin has multiple opportunities for a giveaway, so don't forget to smash that like button. Hey, if you're here for Crypto Face, smash that like button. But let's see who we got in chat today. It's already going nuts. Even in the Discord, you guys have been so hyped for this stream, as I am. Shout out to Mateo. What is going on? Says, Frankie, what's up, brother? Been a while. What is going on? on, Mateo? Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate you. Indiana Candles, as always. Thank you for being here. Happy to have you. Steven, what is going on? Jake Deli, what is up? Chris Holland, what is going on? Trippy, French Toaster, Melissa Santiago, what is going on? Overcome said they licked the like button, so let's go. Jimmy with a stimmy, what is going on, Jimmy? Thank you for being here. We got Unforgettable Name, Crypto Con. We've got B Rabbit in the house, guys. M is in the house. We got the Godfather in the chat, guys. Show him some respect. He is the Godfather. Let's see. We got Jessica, our resident representative of the female Candle Mafia. Shout out to Jessica. Thank you for being here. And she is always long on eggs, guys. Always long on eggs. Shout out to Thesis himself. Thank you for being here, bro. Crypto Billy, Captain Kirk. Captain, what is going on, Cap? Thank you for being here. Crypto Billy, Captain Kirk, Rob the Crypto Snob, Tony D, Tyler Durden, D Petty Crypto, guys. Crypto Anon, all our mods. We got the best mods in the game. Show them some love in chat. And, guys, I don't want to keep Crypto Face waiting too long. So let's go ahead. Throw those headphones on so I can hear myself in the headphones and it can make me sound like I'm drunk. But guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring on Crypto Face. If I could find the button. Face, what is going on, man? Thank you so much for coming on, dude. How you doing?
Good, man. I was about to just be like, no! Fucking yell, you know what I'm saying, and go crazy, bro. But this mask is old, man. I gotta get more masks. So it almost just fell off right there. But Frankie, man, Frankie, is that you, Frankie? Is that you, Frankie?
Dude, we are.
Frankie, how you doing, Frankie? What's going on, man? These markets are killing me, Frankie. I lost everything, Frankie.
Oh no, we don't want you to lose everything,
that was
Face.
The original
but
play. I should have stuck with that. Frankie, what's going on, man? I'm losing everything, Frankie.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. I know the community is super, super hype. We got some really good questions for you. But to begin, I actually have a couple questions for you. And that first question is, dude, what are you seeing on the charts? Do you see more upside? Do you think we're going to come down from here? Is there anything you're looking at?
Yeah, I'm losing my ass, Frankie. I don't know what the fuck I'm seeing, man. I'm going all in on one, then I'm losing all the other. To slow it down, Frankie. Normally, Frankie, you're bringing me up, man. Now I gotta bring you up this time. To be honest, Frankie, we're seeing chaos in the charts right now. You know, I'm sitting here. You know, I've been around long enough to. I've been in these situations before, bro, and nothing good comes out of it. You know, I've been hitting this. I've been hitting these longs since 16,800, but I didn't hit this last one. I went to bed, you know, didn't enter long, didn't enter position on the move up. But you know, I'm looking at it, bro. I'm seeing Tommy Gun. I'm seeing little Frankie's, little, not our Frankie, but little Frankie's out there are probably running around the fire hydrant, bro. And I don't know, it's crazy out there right now. What are you seeing, bro?
Listen, I'll say this. I think, you know, every day that goes by, that the one thing that has me feeling really, really good is, number one, the higher high on the weekly is one thing that we've really been looking at that's got me feeling pretty good. The other thing that has me feeling pretty good is, shout out to Market Cypher, the monthly green dot has got me feeling pretty good as well.
Yeah, so actually, if you go to, I think it's the monthly. Let me check here. I think the monthly printed there is a green hike and a sheet candle now as well too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a 17 on the bull side on the dual band strength index. Yeah, the hike and a sheet candles on the monthly are looking good. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with the 2-week hike and a sheet candles are looking good. So you know, it's kind of tough right now, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know, there's times where, like, you know, I'm super confident, and times where I'm not, and it always changes. I don't know. I mean, what do you kind of want to go into, bro? You trying to go into the long term, you know, the short term, you know?
Let's say, yeah, you know, short term. I would say for me personally, I see short term potentially a little bit bearish, but again, long term with the higher high in the weekly, monthly green dot. That kind of has me feeling pretty bullish in the long term. The one thing I kind of talk about a lot, though, is if the bottom is in, I feel like, dude, this wasn't that bad of a bear market. I don't know if I'm like jaded because, you know, we obviously spend a lot of time staring at the charts. So I don't know if I'm just jaded because we work in this full time or what's going on. But it just, I don't know. I never really felt that panic pain.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree with you. It was a much like it was a slower kill. We kind of got bled slow. I mean, even just like in the standard markets, dude, Amazon went down 50%.
Hmm.
And it kind of did it very quietly. And so people, especially in like in crypto too, but in trading in general, in Twitter, especially like in today's day and age, every day it's kind of like, I told you so. This guy was wrong. This guy was right, and that's just how it's going to be forever.
Yep.
Like, I don't really follow too many like Twitter personalities in crypto, or like Twitter
Hmm.
TA guys,
Yep.
but I know there's people talking, they're talking about like Capo and stuff. I don't know these guys. I don't read any of the posts or stuff, but I hear about them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so everyone's kind of, putting their flags down into the ground right now. At least the Bulls are, but time has to go by. And there's kind of like there's similarities to there's some Super Bowl stuff right now, like with the money flow. I can let me share my screen here,
Yeah.
bro, so I'm not just kind of talking. I can give you a little more. Let's see here. Okay. All right, here we go. Screen share. All right, here we go. Let's get for Frankie.
There we go.
Frankie, the CandleMafia. I'm so good to be here, Frankie.
Boom.
Do you
There
have
we go.
do you have a cut? How many cousins do you have? Do you have a little cousin? He goes, Frankie, take me to the park, Frankie. Do you take little Frankie to the boardwalk, bro?
Well, I will soon. I will have a nephew very, very soon. So hopefully he'll be Uncle Frankie.
You got Uncle Frankie. Can you take me to the boardwalk, Uncle Frankie? All right.
Okay. Cool.
Anyways, are you seeing my screen here, Frankie?
Yep. We got you. We got you.
All right. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah. So we have the hike and the sheet candles on the month. That's what I was talking about. There are, nice little doji going green. There you go, man. That's looking good. But what I am kind of peeping, it kind of changes with each time frame. So you're just kind of starting with the weekly here. The VWAP is kind of coming down a little bit. We've been in the red money flow. It kind of hasn't started to make that curve back up like we like to see, kind of like confirmed with the weekly. But even in before, it doesn't really make a smooth kind of semicircle. It's kind of a little more jagged. It's a bigger time frame, so not really much to read into there. But kind of equal thickness on like the previous momentum for the bear side. There was only one, big boy green dot on this previous bottom down here, right? And so we've had that first marker there, but not here nor there. Just kind of interesting things. Look, we can go to the BLX maybe to see what happened before too. Yeah, kind of similar widths, and I'm just kind of measuring just out of my keister here, right? But if we kind of go back to standard charts here. The 12-hour, the money flow still super thick.
So thick.
But it also kind of changes. Let me clear this out. The 2-day, looking at the 2-day though, this VWAP is starting to curve pretty darn nicely. On the 3-day, we were kind of worried. I know you were bringing this up too. We had this little kind of 3-day momentum crossing right here, right? And you're like, when a 3-day crosses, the price typically does come down. Except when we've been in previous bull runs, you know what I'm saying? And, it might hitch down for a little bit, but like typically it's like 10%, right? So I missed this last move. But if we get basically like anything that's like a 10% pullback, I'm going to be looking hella hard. So 10% back, it'll be 21,832. 21,832. It doesn't seem far away, but damn, we're at 24,300 or we're at 24,000 right now. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm kind of keeping my eye on the whole 10%. So if we go down 10% and start going deeper, then it's like, stuff kind of might go lower again. But if we're holding that 10% line, then I'm going to be kind of just looking to keep longing. Kind of no matter what I think, looking at the 6 hour, bro, the 4-hour and the 6-hour money flow. I mean, this is all stuff you've been talking about, man. I'm so proud of you, and I'm
Thank you,
actually so
bro.
honored. It's I'm not saying I'm proud of you like I'm above you or some shit, but I really appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
And
well,
it's just been good to see you. Like when you first started with Market Cipher, on like BitBoy and your show, and kind of how you would say things and look at things. And like fast forward to now, man, when I watch you, I'm like, damn, Frankie's really just like, you got it down, bro. Like you've really become a Market Cipher master, and then people who become masters of Market Cipher make it their own, and branch off a little bit. And so thank you, man. I just want to say I also want to say thank you, man. And I'm glad
listen, man,
you're rocking with us.
Thank you, man. Dude, that means a lot, man. Like we were talking a little earlier today, dude, I've been watching a really long time. I mean, this is, I've been using Market Cipher for a pretty long time now. And, dude, just having you on the stream is super, super, super cool for us. And, it's kind of a trip, man, to be honest. Watching your channel, I've been watching your show for quite some time. And, just to have you on my show is absolutely crazy. So to hear you say that is insane. But yeah, man, I have to say, I'm feeling pretty similar to how you are right now. I forgot, I don't know exactly what time frame you were just looking at before, but shout out to the spider lines, man. That bottom,
Man.
I think it was maybe the 12-hour, the weekly you were looking at. I mean, look at that spider line, man.
Yeah, I mean, these things, there's no magic in them. Like, it's not something that's just pulled out of the air. Spider lines are just trend lines, and they're proven to be real. The spider lines are real, and it guided us from 20K up, and it's kind of guiding us here down. I mean, we're at we're basically at I can actually redraw some right here too, but man, I mean, you really don't need to say much, man. They ping them so well. Let's kind of see where the next one is, bro, if you don't mind. Let me kind of try to do that really quick here.
It is funny. I always hear people say, some haters will pop in chat or something, and they're just like, "Oh, this guy's just drawing random charts. I mean, random lines on the chart, and you could just draw random stuff, and price will react off of it." And then I zoom out, and and like the spider lines are so accurate. I'm like, listen, it looks like they're working to me.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely do work, and they're not just random lines; they're just trend lines. It's just where I drew the lines, happens to be good. So, yeah, man, they're good targets. So, hell yeah, man, go spider lines. Yeah, man, I'm kind of just keeping my eye on the money flow. We're kind of at a confusing point right now. We've been lucky with confidence. And I want to know what you think too, but in my opinion, what I feel like right now, I have to. Now's a time where self-discipline really is important, and it's like if I'm gonna trade this right now, not 4 days ago, not a week ago, not a month ago, but like today, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, with the money flow the way it is. It's the question is the money flow going to keep going down and start to bleed into the other time frames to eventually where the 8-hour comes down, is the 12-hour comes down until eventually it loses its legs. You know what I'm saying? Or is the money flow going to pick back up again and have another run? So that's the question. That's the answer that I'm for. And so and the only way I'm going to get that answer really is just with time until I can eventually see, we can eventually see this money flow confidently come back up into, another run. But I mean, man, again, that 12-hour, man, that is thick, guys. You know what I'm saying? It is thick and good. And it's been thick before, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Where and it can take time. But I mean, damn, man, when you see it's just previously when it's at the same point, man, it's going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Where is that? It's up here. Can't even see it right here. Okay, boom. So the last time the money flow was this thick on the 12-hour was January the 21st in January. And let's see. I mean, hell, this had a pullback of, let me take this off here, 20%, and that's as bad as it got. That's when it went to the top until eventually it came back down. You know what I'm saying? But the money flow wasn't thick like that anymore. The time before that, there was three times during the run. That was just the first one. And, I used to have this theory, bro. I don't know if you remember, but I had a theory off the 6 hour called the Mount Everest money flow theory. Were you around?
I don't think I remember that.
The Mount Everest theory, bro, was really all it was when the money flow gets this high. When it gets this high, it typically doesn't do it just one time. Right. It does it 4 times, or 3, or 5. 4 is Bitcoin's favorite number, then followed by 3, then followed by 5. Most of the time, not every time, but most of the time, when you get something this thick, and it can come back down again, but eventually it's going to do it again. Mm-hmm. And so if it does it again and again, even if there's like sell-offs in between, maybe it does come down to our bottom, whatever. Overall, that's the percentages would say that it would come again.
Right.
So
well actually,
but hell, man, when you go to the 2 days, it ain't that thick. But go ahead, it's your turn.
Well, I was just going to say on the 2 day like that is like, it is coming down a little bit, but is that the start of just one high and then we're going to make another high to come into a massive wave? But, looking at that 4 hour money flow coming out is one of those main things that I've been looking at to potentially get a decent pullback here. We came up pretty high. But going back to the, I believe it was in 2019, the little fake out bull run that we had, the 4 hour money flow did something like you were just talking about on the 12 hour, where it came down. It looked like it was going to come into the red as we were getting that first leg up. And then it just picked right back up and came into a bigger green wave.
I don't know if you're. Are you pulling it up on your screen right now? I'm trying to go back. Or are you just talking about? You said it was in 2019. When?
2019, like right after the bottom when we had that little fake out run to 14K.
Do you remember what month ish that was?
Let me see. It was
19.
It was about. Yeah, it was maybe April. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, here we go. So it was. Okay, yeah. So it was April 28th, or around April 28th. The 4 hour money flow came all the way out. I think it peaked into the red just a little bit and then came into another big green wave. And it resulted in another run.
All right. Yeah, I got it. I got it right here. Yeah, man. So, and that's straight up bull market, market cipher, physics right there. Is when the money flow comes down to the 0 line, and then it really that acts as support if you're in like a confirmed bull run. So we could be looking at that that would be a hell of a strong confirmation. And even did that before that. Even if you go to March, on the March 26, 2019, same thing. And then before that, on looks like March 3rd. And then it was March 24th. I mean, that's 3 times after, the bottom. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, it's just, And so what does it look like now? Let's take
that's like the bottom is in 4 hour money flow right there.
Yeah, straight up. And so, we're gonna be looking for that. I mean, how much time? What do we have here? Like February. So, I mean, anything can happen. But.
Yep.
There's a chance where in a month, by the end of February, we might have a much better idea. So cross our fingers, man. The momentum's been hella high to the upside, though. That's for damn sure. Overall, super high.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I feel like a perma bear, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, I've been like, I feel like I have to flip my chart. I have to inverse my chart upside down to find long trades because I've just been so used to looking for shorts. My eyes can't see the long entries anymore.
Yeah, bro. I feel you, man. And I tell you, after going through, I mean, it's been over a year, I think, or about a year since we've been pretty much going down. And, bro, I've kind of, I didn't disappear, but, I wasn't as active, and I kind of just, I didn't want to deal with the drama. Like the bear market, especially in crypto, is kind of rough, bro.
Yep.
Just mentally, and people are out for blood, and there's different YouTubers, putting hits out all on each other, and there's real there's real scammer stuff going on out there too, and it goes unseen. And so it was but it's I don't know, we'll see, man. I don't really know. Sometimes I feel like I know what's going to happen long term in the future, and then sometimes I don't. In 2020, when the price of Bitcoin was like 6 or 8 grand, I was like, April, May 2022, 45K.
Yep.
And boom, somehow that ended up being right, But right now, I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't know what to expect 2 years from now with the price. So,
dude, and again, I think that's a huge thing. I think there is a lot of people, especially on YouTube. I always say this: we're pretty blessed, at least in the TA space. I feel like TA YouTube specifically, not really talking about crypto YouTube as a whole, but specifically TA YouTube. Like, I feel like we're blessed with like a lot of really good people. I mean, Jason Casper, Evan Aldo, Tom Crown, Lifer, like
really, yeah.
they're all pretty good people. They're all real good people, but the bear markets are 100% right. Like, Twitter gets super toxic. Everybody's salty. Everyone's losing money. But yeah, man, and I think it's important that people say that, especially like people who are on YouTube. I say it all the time. Like, if I'm not confident that I can make a confident guess of what I think is going to happen, I say that. Like, guys, it's unclear today. This could go either way. And then days where I could feel confident, market ciphers speaking super clear, and I could see like, hey, this looks like it's 9 out of 10 times when this happens, it comes down. So I'll feel a little more confident. But people on YouTube just want to hear, do I buy right now or do I sell right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
No, dude, you're totally right. Like, sometimes people will be like, well, market cipher, like, you don't know what's going to happen right now. It's like, no, dude, that sometimes we got to bring ourselves back down to earth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And, what I like to say is, at least, like what market cipher basically did for my friends, like even before kind of like it went out for sale and stuff, is I used to tell them and what they told me is that it opened up 5 to 10 times more windows of opportunity than they had before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that I know what's going to happen every time frame all the time. I can spin up the tail on the donkey and throw a tic tac at the chart, and boom, we can do it. Sometimes you can.
Yeah.
You certainly could a lot more than without having it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable and shed a single manly tear once in a while and not have all the answers. You know what I'm saying? So, like right now, bro, like if you miss the move, you miss the move.
Mm-hmm.
And right now it's just choppy. It's choppy as hell. It's thin, and so it's yeah. Right now, you can say I'm a wussy or say I don't know how to trade all you want to. Go ahead, trade this shit right now. Good
Yeah.
luck. You can if you want to nail a little $100 move and do that. This is great. Bot trading right now. Bot trading. This is if you have your bot targeted into taking 1%, little 1%ers. Ooh, this is what my bot's doing right now. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But me, hell no.
Yeah, well, dude, and I think it is important too. Like, we had Gareth Soloway on not too long ago, and it's like, like I said, everybody on YouTube just wants, the easy answer. Like, is it going up or is it going down? Give me 100% certainty right now. And everyone in chat is, you see people come in chat or people leave a comment on, all different people's shows. This is happening. It's 100% going down. You're an idiot if you think the opposite. And it's like, when you talk to people who really do trade this stuff all the time, talk to people like you, Garrett Soloway, it's people like that are the first people to say that they're uncertain when times are uncertain, because it's just the fact of the market, right? Like, there's just sometimes where you can't predict it, and anything can happen. And I think there's a lot of people out there that just don't want to accept that,
Yeah, bro. Hey, and hell, sometimes we don't want to accept it either.
That's right.
It's kind of like it's a daily fight, and it's kind of I like what you're saying. I like that message, and it's kind of a message that I try to promote as well. Maybe sometimes I do it kind of funny, like I'll be like when they're asking, are we in a bull or a bear market? I'll be like, you're asking the wrong questions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kind of play with them a little bit, but it's true. Like, I really believe it. I'll have fun with it, but it's like, does it really matter?
Right.
But it is, it is what the mob wants to hear.
Mm-hmm.
But we're all kind of, we can't take ourselves too seriously. And God, dude, I was thinking. I don't want to say too much, but something recently kind of got me thinking. I was watching a couple guys that are in this space, and I was like, man, I want to be like, I've done very damn good for myself, but there are some people who, maybe didn't have the restrictions that I may have had, and either didn't care as much or weren't as careful, and just got that pump and dump. I don't want to say scam money, but whoa, man, there's some people who, made some real money, but there's also, they kind of caused a lot of people to lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about that recently. I was like, damn, like, I'm good and everything, but man, there's some of these guys in our circle, man. They have made a whole boat of money, but they also cross lines that me and Frankie would never cross. Frankie, we ain't gonna do that, right, Frankie? We're not gonna pump and dump, right, Frankie?
Yeah, I mean, dude, my thing is too, it's really funny, like, when I feel like if you're on YouTube, there's a certain type of person that just assumes you're scamming people, which is totally unfair, because I know plenty of people in this space. Obviously, the scammers are out there. Obviously, there's people who may not be clearly looking like a scammer, but they're getting that scam money on the side. But, I know a lot of good people in the space, you included, and, everyone just assumes that, everyone's running around scamming everybody. And it's just like, It's super funny. It's like, I don't know. It's like, crypto's a scammy place, so if you're making content, everyone thinks you're scamming. But in my personal experience, even with, I've met a lot of people in the space that have been accused of being scammers and stuff. And when you meet these people in real life, you realize that, like, this is a real person. Like, this guy is just a completely normal guy. He's got a family. Like, there's no shady stuff going on. And it's like, it's just like, I don't know, especially in a bear market. Everybody's a scammer in the bear market too, because everyone's losing money.
I get what you're saying, and I agree with you. I've met some of these people in life too, and while they do have families, and some of them, they're guilty, bro. Like, there's levels to the scam.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I'm not the one to. At the end of the day, I'm not the one who's judging in front of the pearly gates, be it as it may. But damn, if I wanted to, man, I could have $1 billion if I wanted to scam. If I got in that scam, that nice guy scam game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the other thing about that is, like, it's in my opinion, at least, unless I guess some people can run like a pretty long running smooth scam, but it's like, it's kind of short. It's short money, right? Like, you might get a big bag and that might be all you need, but it's like, it's only going to last so long. As soon as it's figured out, your reputation is done. It's just,
you got to run away. You gotta leave your country and like, I could never leave my family and stuff. And like, God, I pay taxes, bro. Everyone, like, every friend I have that's like in the same bracket as me, I pay more taxes than like all of them combined. They're all like, I feel guilty. Like, even if I'm like, I don't know, man. I guess not everyone's like me, but I pay taxes. I kind of pay like, I don't want to have to try. I don't want to try to pay zero taxes. Then you gotta have other worries and stuff. And so, I know we kind of got off subject, but You know,
But yeah,
try to fly straight. Everything will be okay in the long term. The turtle wins the race in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And, yeah, I like to think I'm a pretty good judge of character. And it's like, like I said, we have a pretty good group of TA YouTubers, at least. I think everybody's very, very genuine for the most part. But yeah, for real. I try to think what you were just saying, right? Like when I get to the pearly gates, I don't want to have to, try to finagle my way in there, I just want to be like, hey, I think I did good. Let me in.
Yeah, man, for sure. And so, and I know everyone's taking all these guesses in chat, and so it's, no one anyone's saying is anyone I'm saying. But
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, dude, I'm looking at that money flow, and so, and it's hard, bro. It's when you get on these wins, at least for me, it builds up. Your account gets bigger, and so the next trade, you're like all in.
Yeah.
So today, dude, I did it. It was luckily it was payroll time yesterday, so I was like, I'm gonna withdraw a nice chunk out, do payroll, take some off, and I think I'm going to try to take a few days off. But I'm gonna keep my eye. But take a few days off, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
That's been some of the most important things I've done, like especially like you were saying, it's very choppy right now. And sometimes for me personally, when things are choppy like that, just take a shot, stopped out, take a shot, stopped out. And sometimes I just have to I get smacked on the wrist so many times, just stand back for a minute, let it pick a direction, find a retracement, get an entry, and get in. But let's see. Oh, shout out Jason Casper. Jason Casper in the chat. What's up, Jason? He says, "Oh snap, CF in the house. Let's go." Shout out to Jason Casper.
Dude.
But let's go ahead. I want to jump into a couple of questions that we have from the community. And like I said, feel free to if there's anything you don't want to answer, feel free to pass on it. But I had a few questions. They're pretty much out of the way at this point. So I think the most common question we got is, can we get the Crypto Face origin story? Where'd you start?
The origin story. Yeah, I mean, I've told it a couple times. Let me actually cover up my camera real quick so I can take a drink of coffee. And this is what I sound like without the mask. How do I sound?
Oh, it does sound slightly different.
Oh, man, this cold brew's good.
Oh, cold brew's the best. It's got a little more caffeine
so
than regular
coffee. So that's what
coffee,
you want,
too.
bro? You want the origin story?
Yeah, it was the most common. It was the most popular question, and I mean, you could go as deep or as shallow as you want, but yeah, a lot of people were asking.
Right? You said I could pass.
You can pass.
Pass. I pass.
All right, beautiful.
I'm just
all
kidding,
right,
bro. I'm just kidding. No, bro. I'll give you the short, skinny. The origin story. I mean, is that from when I was a baby, bro? Are we talking about when I was a baby, or the I guess the Crypto Face origin?
Yeah,
is when I started the YouTube, when I started Crypto Face. Yeah, I got no problem telling that.
beautiful.
So I was working at the time. I was in the corporate world, Fortune 500, a Fortune 500 company. I worked sales and consulting from small mom and pop all the way up to huge, Fortune 500 corporations, back down and up again. One night, I kind of in my life, I would go into phases where I would pray every night. And then sometimes, then I would stop. I would try to go to church every weekend, and you stop and you kind of go in and out of that. And one night I got on my knees, man. I got on my knees on my bed, on the side of my bed, and I prayed to Jesus, specifically, not God. I said Jesus. Out loud too. When you're supposed to pray, you're supposed to speak out loud. You have a tongue, you're supposed to use it. And what I said was, show me or give me a way that I could help people all around the world make money that really needed it, were my exact words. And now I've been in business long enough to know that if you make other people money, you will in turn be rewarded and make money. I've never met a person who said they made everybody around them rich and they were broke. At least someone that was telling the truth, right? Or maybe they did at one time and they screwed off all their money. You know what I'm saying? But so when I asked for that, it wasn't, Jesus, I want to sacrifice myself. Jesus sacrificed himself, right? So I don't need to sacrifice myself and get nothing out of it. So I knew that if I helped other people genuinely, that would be okay. And so I asked for it, dude. And no kidding, bro. As soon as I was done with that prayer, I went to my computer, and I don't even know how it pulled up. I don't remember if I typed something in or if it was an ad. But I saw a profit trailer video from Crypto Crow. And
Shout out to Crow.
I was like, I think, let me check this out. If this guy can do it, I probably can too. And so I bought it and was using it. It just dove hella hard into it. I had an uncle and a cousin that were both traders on Wall Street. I always kind of knew I wanted to be a trader when I was a little kid, but there's still to this day, there's not like a college course for it. You hear about guys that go to Harvard and stuff and Yale, and then they just go right to Wall Street. Yep. But it's shocking to me how there's not. There should be a like trading curriculum, what I'm saying, in college.
Some kind of a path.
Yeah, man. And so that's kind of the long story short, bro. It started with a prayer to Jesus, bro. I was on my knees because I put in work. I worked ever since I was 14. I was never one to ask like my mom for money. Even when I was a kid, Mommy, can I have $20 to go to the movies? Okay, some Starbucks. Like, I dude, hell no. I never wanted to ask my mom for anything. Yeah. So I worked as early as I could, and man, I put in long hours. Started in sales, and went into business consulting, which I was super successful at. I loved working. I loved working. I was fortunate to work with so many unique and different businesses, with businesses you never even would have thought that existed, and solving sales problems for them is what I was good at. Right. That's where I always exceeded, and I was able to carry that, into this, not just for my own self, but for others too. And if I have something that I believe in, there ain't nothing stopping me. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So yeah, bro, I guess that's kind of the shorter story.
There it is. Awesome. That's great. That was our number one question. And yeah, man, it is crazy how, you prayed for that and then you just instantly, went to your computer and it just fell into your lap. That's really, and I also like that you said that, kind of the whole givers get, kind of feeling that you get out of that. Like the more you give, like you said, you never met anybody that had ever made a bunch of people rich and then stayed broke themselves. And I'm a big believer in that too. Like givers get, right? The more you give, I think naturally the universe will give back to you. God, the universe, whatever anybody believes in. I do think, you get what you put out there. Yeah, I think that's cool. That's a cool origin story. I really like that because again, talking about how there's really no path to become a trader. I've always been interested in even just stock trading before I even knew what crypto was. Like when I was young, I always thought it was so cool. I would always see movies where there's like someone sitting there in front of a screen with a bunch of charts, and I didn't know anything about it when I was little, but I just always thought that was so cool. Obviously, it's always portrayed as, the stock traders are super rich, so that was probably appealing as a kid as well. But there was no path. Like I couldn't have gone to college for it. So you just have to self-teach yourself. And yeah, like that, I think that's horrible. I think there really should be.
It's almost like it's guarded. Like it's like the only out of all the different jobs out there. I mean, there's you can go to college for management. You can go to college for VC. You know, you can go to college for so many things. It's like that's the only thing that there's not a path for. Why?
Yeah.
How is there not when there's so much knowledge that to be there? So, I mean, I wonder if that's on purpose, you know, or not. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's just like no one ever thought about it. But why isn't it? It's got to be on purpose. It's got to be a protected thing. So yeah.
Yeah.
I tell
agree.
everyone psychology. I tell if you want to go to college, the best thing you can do besides if you want to be a doctor or lawyer, psychology. You can take that and go anywhere with it. I dropped out of college. You know what I'm saying? But if I went back, I would have done psychology for sure.
Yeah, I wish I dropped out of college. Would have avoided. I mean, I guess you know. Guess you could argue that you learned.
Look at you now, Frankie. Yeah, right, Frankie.
But yeah, I just feel like you know, I really would have liked to go to school for trading. Honestly, I wound up going to school for. I bounced around a few different schools. It was kind of a nightmare, complete waste of money for me personally. But like you said, if you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, something like that, obviously college is important. But I do want to pull some questions from the chat. So the first one comes from Trippy. And, well, this is kind of like the origin story, but he just basically asked how old you were when you started actually trading.
I was in the 3rd grade when I traded it was either Pokemon cards or Candy Bush cigars when he was running against Al Gore. I traded my whole life. My whole life I've been trading. When I was little, you know, my dad we used to play this game where he would get his little dividends. My family, my dad at least side, my dad, we got wrecked with Enron MCI WorldCom, and I mean like wrecked. And so before that though, we used to look at his dividends, and I would look at my dividends. We had stuff in my name at the time. It eventually went away after all that shit. But in the beginning, we'd play this like how many, let's see how many numbers it is. He'd be like, you know, if the check was for $126, it'd be like, okay, there's a 1. Okay, we have $1. There's a 2. Okay, we have $12. You know, and like we used to play this little game. So, and I used to love it. I used to always look forward to when we'd look at those stupid little dividend checks, and they were always for tiny ass amounts. But man, I was just like, man, I thought that was so cool. My dad, we were just getting checks. I didn't know, I didn't know where the hell it was from. Just from Amgen. I always say it's Amgen. These old, not even boomer, OG boomer ass pharmaceutical Amgen companies. That's my shit. Still buy Amgen. I still have Amgen to this day.
That's awesome. I absolutely love that. I want to move on to this next question. This is changing gears just a little bit, kind of going back to Market Cipher. But I think this is actually going to be a really valuable question if you can answer it, because it's something I don't use very often, and that is the RSIs on Market Cipher B. Darren Does Things asks, what do the colors mean on the RSI green and purple?
Yeah, so there's 2 separate RSIs. So it's super simple. Instead of a normal RSI that that has 2 lines, here, let me so like a normal RSI has 2 lines, right? Where you have one that crosses over, the other one crosses over, and it goes down, it's oversold. And then when it comes up, it's overbought, and you look for it to cross again, right? So with Market Cipher, oh shit, my girlfriend's calling me. Hang on a sec. Really, like right now. Hang on. How do I take off my screen share? Am I on screen share right now?
Oh, we cannot see your screen right now.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Thank God. Okay, hang on. Hang on one second. Okay. So let me share my screen because I've been talking like I've been sharing my screen this whole time. Okay.
Boom.
All right. Can you
Beautiful.
see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So it's super simple. So like a normal RSI has two lines, right? Where it's like it comes up, it's overbought, they cross, and it comes down and it's oversold, right? They cross just like the momentum wave does with the white and blue, right? So with Market Cipher B, each line is its own RSI, but instead of having two lines, the colors change. So
Gotcha.
if so with this one, it's being bought, right? And so it's green, but when the RSI two lines, I know I'm drawing this terribly, but when the RSI crosses from overbought to start going into oversold, it changes from green to red.
Gotcha.
So these two lines are two separate RSIs. It's not one RSI.
Gotcha.
But instead of having two lines cross, it's just the color changes. It goes from green to red. So that's all it is. And it's from a 0 from 100. Now, when the way I read this is just like any normal, basically RSI, but to me, having both in conjunction is what gives it strength or weakness if it's apart, which is why I like when we're talking about like when I talk about when we have both RSIs coming up and they're close together or one, that means it's actually like a confirmed RSI move instead of one will show that it's doing this, that's overbought. One will show that's oversold.
Gotcha.
But when we have both and they're both saying the same thing, it just gives us that more confirmation. So
Gotcha.
instead of having two lines on each RSI, it's just the color changes, and that's how you know. And also it goes from 0 to 100.
Gotcha. Boom. Well, there we go. Yeah, I wanted to make sure we covered that one because the RSI, for whatever reason, it's not really for any particular reason. It's just something I don't really look at as often on Market Cipher.
Yeah.
But we have another Market Cipher related question, and I don't know if you could even give this up. This might be secret info. I don't know. But they want to know. This is like a popular question. People always ask me if I know, and I don't. Or I try to guess, but I don't know. They want to know what causes blood diamonds to print. Is it something on Market Cipher B that happens that causes the blood diamond to print?
It's a combination of things, and so if you look hard enough, there's a couple that you can see, and so think about it this way. So like people ask me all the time, if there's a green dot on the bottom, what can you have a red dot on the top, right?
Right.
That's basically what a blood diamond is like a big old green dot, but instead of it being on the bottom, it's on the top. And so the VWAP coming down is one of them. And so just like any other indicator, or like the DBSI, it's when a certain few things happen, it triggers it. So if you look hard enough, you can see most of it.
Boom. There you go. You got to look harder. Okay, so this is a pretty good question from Bowhunter82. He says, I'm sorry. This one's from CoinSmurf. It says, what is your ideal setup when entering a trade? Is it momentum, or between momentum, money flow, time frames? Do you have kind of a signal that you really, really, really like? Like we love to trade, or I personally like to trade divergences. If I could get money flow to agree with that, that's kind of my ideal setup. Do you have like an ideal setup?
Yeah, totally. My ideal setup is what I call the basic strategy, like just the market cipher core strategy. Honestly, for me, it starts with that money flow, and that curvature. You know, when you see the money coming in or money leaving, to me, that is the most leading indication you can get. Is seeing what, like, it's not what's the smart money doing or what's the dumb money doing. It's what's the money doing.
Right.
And so you can see what it's doing, and that leads price action. A lot of times leads it. It's a big lead where you gotta wait. You know what I mean, for it to happen. People say they want to know. You know, they want leading indicators. But, you don't know, you don't ask what until you get. You care for what you wish for. You know, sometimes when you know the truth, you can get hung at the stake. You know what I'm saying? When you try to tell people that the earth is curved when they think it's flat, they'll kill you. You know, when I was calling for 64K top forever, trying to let the people know, I was trying to tell the people that the English were coming, you know? And I had to run. I had to fly away out of the country for weeks. And so, yeah, man, I'm just big on following that money and not using one damn thing. It's having a larger time frame back up my smaller time frames, man. That's just what for example, there's a lot of people posting their trades this January, even December, because trading right now from this run up from 16,800, everyone's a great ass trader right now. Everyone's a damn good trader. Everyone's pulling their profit logs. Everyone's 10, 20x in their shit. And I'm not saying nothing bad about them, you know what I'm saying? But it's real easy trading when we're on a run like this. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Everybody's an expert. It's like, in a bull market, everybody's a pro trader.
Oh yeah, and dude, my views are higher now. I'm seeing higher views on other channels now too. And so I've also been more active again for the past 2 months. You know, I really started getting more active end of November, and beginning of December. So yeah, dude. I don't know. We'll see, man. You know, but if the price comes back down, if we go up to 40K. Right, that's kind of that. I'm kind of thinking, like, we can see 40K. Yep. And still have price come back down to the 20K or 16K bottom. That I do believe that's in the cards. You know, it'll be interesting to see what happens at 40K. What happens when we get to 40K? Yeah. Pretty sure BitBoy said that. BitBoy even said, he's like, I'm going to be laughing at the people, who when it gets 40K, think it's going to keep going up after that. You know what I'm saying?
It would be very interesting because kind of similar to 2019 when we were looking at that 4-hour money flow. We had that big run up to like 14K, and then March 2020 dropped us almost all the way back down to the bottom. I wonder if we'll see something very similar to that, get, almost halfway up, a little more than halfway up to the all-time high, and then get a drop back down to the lows before finally coming up into the next bull run. I don't think that's out of the question at all, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
I do have this other question here. This is actually a question kind of for me too. Now, me personally, I do keep an eye on the news, right? Obviously, I'm at the BitBoy Crypto Studios, so, I hear the news naturally, even if I didn't want to hear them. But I'm, for the most part, a completely technical trader. Anytime I hear of crazy news, I'm usually already in a trade based off of the technicals, and then someone goes, oh my God, did you hear the news? It's going to pump. And I'm like, oh, I longed this technical signal. Do you pay attention to the news or the Fed meetings or anything like that, or are you just straight technicals?
Yeah, bro. I mean, it depends on the news. And so I actually believe, if not my best trade ever, one of my top 2 most profitable trades was on the last presidential election.
Okay.
this FOMC shit is every single month. That's all we have right now for like news, trade action, So it's a little bit of everything. Nothing bothers me more than pencil necks that just with their little pencil necks talking about it's their way or the highway. There's more than one way to skin a cat. And we're supposed to be supporting each other, especially the few people that actually do trade. And it's you deal with the pressures of wanting to be profitable for your followers and do the right thing and just do the best you can. And this whole like camp of technical versus fundamental and this guy's indicators against this guy's indicators, and if you know technicals, you don't need market cipher. Well, if you know market cipher, you don't need technicals, you asshole. So let's just hold hands and sing Kumbaya and let bygones be bygones. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I know people, some people at the office, they trade just price action. They don't use any indicators. They just look at price action. And, when I run into people that do, like I use a lot of indicators. And when I run into somebody that just trades price action or just trades patterns, I'm just like, embrace it. I'm like, I try to learn from these people instead of just being like, you're doing it wrong. You should be using what I use. Like, and there is totally that toxicity, especially in trading, especially if you're on YouTube showing your trades, showing your TA, people come in, you're using indicators. I only trade price action.
Bro, it's like, and, man, it's like, if you little angry guy, if you really believe in like your system or whoever system you're following, like you're making that community look bad by being a douche.
Yeah.
If you've lost so much business saying, when you could be a flower, be a pretty smelling flower, and that's how you attract the bee. You don't want to be a turd and attract fly. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah.
I like that. You don't want to attract the flies. That's right. Okay, we have a couple of more questions. This one is I actually don't have this one in front of me, but this one was asked earlier. Is there a best time frame to trade trigger waves?
Best time frame to trade trigger waves.
Or maybe your favorite?
Well, I like to say that, it's just, like we were talking about earlier, how it's like that's the wrong question. And I'm not saying this is a bad question or it's even a wrong question, but the answer changes. It depends. If the hourlies, the 1, the 2 hour, the 4, the 6 hour, the 12, the 2-day, sometimes even the 30-second. You know what I'm saying? So I do have favorite time frames. They just change.
Right.
And again, I would say that you're not just looking for a trigger wave to an anchor wave. You're looking for those 3 or 4 things to line up. What does this larger time frame say? Are we overall going up? Is that money flow thick? You know what I'm saying? Confirmed. Then we're looking for them anchors and triggers and money flow and VWAPs, and just don't make it hard on yourself. Make it easy on yourself. And the way you do that is you just have it back up. You have a larger time frame, the 6 hour, the 12 hour, the 4 hour, the daily. And then you have the 15-minute where you're looking for that 10-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute entry. That's it.
Boom. There you go, guys. That's the sauce. That's the sauce right there. So this one comes from this one comes from Bevo1821. And He said he wants to know if there is. He says, what influence do you think? I don't know if you keep up with the whole XRP stuff, but he says, what influence do you think the SEC winning or losing the Ripple lawsuit will have on the whole market?
Ooh, damn. You know, part of me thinks it could like really not have much at all. And part of, you know, you tell me, bro. Like, where's that case at? What's Ben saying about all that shit right now? Didn't he just come out with a video saying XRP is gonna win the case? We've been hearing about this stuff for years, man. You tell me, bro. What's going on? I'm throwing that question to you.
To be honest, I mean, I hold a decent amount of XRP. It seems like the lawsuit has almost been over for like 2 or 3 years, not that long. But it just feels like, you know, every day it's like, oh, it's almost over. Oh, it's almost over. Oh, it's almost over. And like, you know, it's just been so long at this point. I've kind of I'm not like super up to date on every single thing that happens. My personal opinion though is there's a lot of these XRP people out there that think that, you know, if they win the lawsuit, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that, you know, somehow they're going to, you know, get the price up to some astronomical number. I'm a little more conservative. I think if they win and it doesn't happen in a bull market, I think it's going to be lackluster. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But yeah, I mean, I don't really see. I think they have a good chance of winning. I just don't know, you know, how much of an effect that's going to have on the price in a bear market.
I tell you though, Ripple is that's a coin you can, like, if you're a hodler, a holder, you know, that's one where you can make those big rips on. You know, Ripple, I've had a very terrible time trading overall. There's maybe 2 months in my career. There was a month and a half in my trading career where I traded Ripple successfully. But yeah, man, listen, I hope they settle or win. And, you know, I'm just looking at like the weekly chart right now. Let me flip on my screen share here.
Sure.
Okay. Can you see my you see my screen, Frankie?
We got it.
Frankie? All right. What is this? The weekly on Ripple? Like, if I'm just looking at like the momentum waves, you know, we're kind of getting that little like, and so, boy, I tell you what, I would be looking for a Ripple case victory or good news sometime soon. This is June, July. If we can get a Ripple case win, June, July, that's what you're looking for. I'm looking for a Ripple case win sometime in here. That's April, May, June, July. That's what I'm looking for.
Boom. I mean, hey, that momentum and money flow coming up. Oof.
Yeah,
I hope
don't know
it rips.
If you ever do this, but I like to draw the like actual lines, like it's a Bollinger Band,
right?
But it's a momentum band.
You just blew my mind. I saw you do that, and I was like, dang, maybe I should do that. It actually makes it a lot clearer to kind of see the trend, like where, you know, try to estimate. Boom.
Oh, yeah. Do you ever use the measuring tool, bro? Do you ever do, you know, how we draw, you assume like the money flow, you know, and then you use the measuring tool. I talk about this in my tutorials, the measuring tool. And it really puts things into perspective, man.
Right.
You know, you'll be trading on a little like 30-minute trade. And you're like, oh, I'm going to enter here, and I think it's going to do this, and I'm going to go in right here. That might be done in a day. And you measure it, you're like, oh, my God, it's 2 days, not a day. I'm going to be in this thing forever, you know? So shout out to the measuring tool. If you're not using the measuring tool, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, I love the measuring tool. I actually don't often use it in that way, though. I'm going to have to start doing that.
Yeah, bro, I'm always drawing, assumptive drawing, and then measuring tool, using measuring tool.
I love that. Well, I like the three amigos. That might be the pinnacle of assumptual drawing.
Duh, I like the Three Amigos too, man. And the Three Amigos came through, bro. The Three Amigos,
Yeah.
the Three Amigos here. Hang on. Let's we got to. Oh shit. Whoops.
Pull them up.
Here we. Okay. All right. I drew another Amigo, but he got lost, and not the second Rodriguez, but his name was Mijito, and Mijito had a little twirler on his sombrero, and Mijito would fly, but he landed upside down, and I maybe didn't know it at the time, but that was a bullish kind of prediction without me even knowing it. This was Mijito, but
It's a bullish amigo.
Was upside down. He flew on his twirly hat and he fell upside down. And so this was Mijito. I drew him right here, and so Mijito is there, but he is just with us in spirit. But all kidding aside, this is serious stuff. We're not allowed to have fun.
No fun.
So, yeah, but man, I mean, just kind of just giving the overall, man. We've been in this red, and I don't know. I would before you go out clucking at the Twitter bears and claiming victory, time goes by. But you know what? For us folks who are out there in public, no one's going back 6 months saying "I told you so" to some random Twitter account. There is no victory for us that are putting our ass out there, but it beats a 9 to 5. And it's the sacrifice I'm willing to take. So if I'm wrong about something, I've come to terms with it. When I have a losing trade, I put it out there, and the people respect you more for it.
Yep.
More people need to be honest with their shit.
Absolutely. I could not agree more myself. People get caught up. I was right. I told you. But the thing is, you told them the week before, and then they tell you the next week. Like, everyone's going to be right and wrong at some point. I think everyone's kind of just stuck on wanting to always be right and hide all their losses and hide every time they were wrong. And I just think that's damaging, because for someone to be right all the time is just simply unrealistic. And again, it's when we talk to people like you or Garrett Soloway, like people who have been doing this for a long time and are very, very successful, that are the first people to say that out loud. So I think it's super, super important to talk about.
Yeah, bro, I hear you, man. And listen, it's not easy. Mm-hmm. And but if someone else is out there looking to break into the space and start doing a YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or whatever, I would just tell them just to be authentic. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, I feel like people can know if you're BSing or not. Maybe sometimes not, but yeah, man, it is what it is. It's the path we have chosen. When I got on my knees, bro, and prayed to Jesus, I knew that. I'm like, man, this is this it? Like, am I going to be doing this grind? Because I don't think I can. You know what I'm saying? And I always knew that way. It wasn't supposed to be. Like, I knew it wasn't supposed to be that way. I knew my destiny was to have a Ferrari and take care of my family. And it's crazy, to be honest. I'm so thankful. Just thankful, man. And so I owe it all to people watching this now and people like you, Frankie. So yeah, dude.
Absolutely. And it's like you said, I think even people who are successful in anything, they just, it starts with this like innate feeling that like you're made for something more or different. It doesn't have to be more, just something different. Like, I was the same way. I knew that I was not supposed to be in a 9-to-5 job. It just wouldn't work for me. It didn't feel good. I was miserable anytime I did it, and I just knew something was going to be different. And it took a long time. There were points in my life where I thought I was just going to get stuck doing it forever. And then, things change. You keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And like you said, sometimes the universe, God, whatever it is, just kind of puts it in front of you in the funniest way. So,
man, also, who you choose to surround yourself with, or work for, or work with, or have work for you. I mean, like you guys, for example, like I got to give like credit where credit's due. And I don't know all the details or whatnot, but what I do know is what I see, and I see BitBoy, Ben, Hit Network. You guys, like, I meet, like, every time we go to Vegas, like like there's like one or two new guys in the BitBoy crew, you know, and then a year later or 6 months later, like I'll see them, host a show, and then usually they have their own show, and I don't know if like you guys ever submitted to some best crypto jobs to work for 2024. But if there is one, I would have to nominate the Hit Network, BitBoy, because you guys just keep like creating from within, and it's you can tell that there's like, you guys just got a real thing going on there, like a little family, but not a family that pillages you for cheap labor. But unless maybe they do, I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know what you guys are getting paid. But you guys really like promote from within. You have the Frankie Candle badass sign in the background. You do your own thing, and yeah, man. I just so that's cool, man. That's cool. So you Hit Network for best crypto places to work for 2020 2024.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, Ben and TJ are some of the most selfless people I've ever met, and one thing that's really important to both of them is helping other people reach their full potential. And like, I've seen them, they've done it with so many people, and they've done it with me. They've done it with so many people, and like, they see this potential, and even if the person doesn't see it, and they push you, and before you know it, you got people saying like, I never thought I could do this, and you guys pushed me. So yeah, I mean,
have you ever said that before? Were you one of those people? Have you? If you don't have, you can pass on the question if you want to. But
So I've told this story a bunch of times. So I started working with them. Now it's like 2 years. I've been like officially working with them. Maybe a little more, a little less. It's about 2 years. But I didn't always have the channel. The channel's only a year old. They knew I traded. I was super passionate about TA. And, I was just always trading in the office and stuff. And it's like, I was basically Frankie Candles within the office before I had the channel. And then, they wanted to make a trading channel. And they were like, they were asking people on Ben's show, like, hey, send your application in if you want to, be the in-house trader or whatever. And then, Ben was just like, wait, why don't we just, Frank, would you want to do it? And I was like,
yep,
absolutely. And, for me, I had never been on camera. I had never had a YouTube channel. I hated public speaking. So they told me that, and I was just like, it was kind of that whole thing where it was like, maybe I didn't know that I had the potential to do it. And, I just, in my head, I was like, just say yes, figure it out later. Like, I thought I was going to choke on camera really bad. I was so nervous about being on camera.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm telling you, like, you come so far. You're a professional now, and like, in such a little time, in such a small time, man, it's just, it's awesome, dude. Like I said, man, like, when it, like, bro, I pull you up, generally I'm asleep around this time, or like, this is when I'm like typically waking up, you know what I'm saying? But bro, when I see Frankie Candles, man, I'm be tuning in, man, and wanting to hear your analysis and stuff. And so like I said, I'm appreciative, and I just, I'm very appreciative of the support from you and that whole crew over there, and
of course
Ben and TJ and DZ and all you guys, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I know there's a bunch of you. I'm sorry if I forget to mention some of you, but yeah, man. So,
but yeah, man, that means a lot coming from you. It means a lot.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to narrate the book that Ben wrote,
Dude, that
I
would
need
be
to
epic.
narrate that shit. I'm a good ass reader, but is he narrating it himself?
So I know they're doing the audiobook. I would think it was gonna be him, dude. He should do it, and then they should make like a crypto-based narration like option for people to buy. That would be so epic.
Yeah, I was gonna say he should. I mean, obviously he should do it, but if he's not gonna do it, I will do it. And I know I'm not the best at showing up sometimes, most of the time, but I would fly out there and be like, "Give me your book. I'll go in the studio. You won't see me. I'll eat and sleep, and I'll be there for however long for 3 days, and it would be the best book narration. I'll say everything with conviction."
Dude, I'm gonna bring that up to him. If you have not already talked to him, I will talk to him. That would be absolutely epic.
When are you guys gonna be out to Vegas? You guys going to Vegas anytime soon?
I'm not 100% sure. I think the next thing on the radar is in April we're doing a Pluto Alliance BitBoy cruise, and then which I plan to be on, and then
A cruise?
yeah, so it's like a Pluto Alliance BitBoy crypto cruise. I don't know exactly. They did something with the Pluto Alliance, so it's going to be like community. The community's going to go. DZ's going to be there. Justin's going to be there. I'll be there. So
Yeah,
that's
I'm
the
in
next
Pluto
thing we have going
Alliance. I
on.
have a Pluto Alliance, and I have a couple little Pluto Alliance NFTs.
Dude, get on the cruise. Dude, if you came to the cruise, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Hell yeah, go to Mexico and do it right. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Do
Oh,
it right
yeah.
in Mexico, little chicas, couple little machacas, little cha-chas.
What's the,
cha-cha a little bit, and you get out of there, get back on the boat, and you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
I love cruises.
Yes,
I
sir.
love not having phone
Hell
service. It's the best. But
Oh,
yeah,
hell
and
yeah.
then Bitcoin Miami 2023, I think, is the next thing I believe in. I don't know when,
When
it
is
actually.
that? When is that? When's that?
I want to say it was. I want to say it's usually in April, but I don't know.
It's coming around already. Has it been that
I
long
know.
already, man? Time flies, bro. Time
Yeah.
flies, dude.
Dude, it's crazy. Let's see. Bitcoin 2023. Oh, May 18th. Or Bitcoin. Yeah, May 18th.
is Florida.
Yeah, Miami.
Okay.
So yeah, that's next on the list. But yeah, dude, listen, I'm gonna ask you one more question. This one is completely unrelated to crypto, but it's a fun question that one of our community members always asks our guests, and that is, would you rather fight one bear-sized duck or 100 duck-sized bears?
Oh, jeez. Would I rather wrestle a bear-sized duck or a duck-sized bear?
100 duck-sized bears.
Well, those are both terrible animals to wrestle with. I would say I would probably fear a duck more, and I'll tell you why. Ducks are apparently some of the most violently gay animals known to man. They like
Is that true?
hold each other down and they do some bad stuff, gay stuff to each other. Ducks do.
Interesting.
So I would probably whatever's more of the bear. You know, I used to wrestle, and so I would rather wrestle anything that's a bear than a big duck that would not just kick my ass, but then potentially take advantage of me in ways that I wouldn't want them to. So, yeah, I'm going with the bear on that one.
Dude, I'm right there with you. I didn't know that about ducks, but there's just something about a bear-sized duck that terrifies me. A giant beak. That is very scary thought.
Yeah, especially a big Bubba duck, you know.
Yeah, right.
He's looking for that candy. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? He's looking to have his way. You better get
That's
out the
right.
way.
That is too funny, man. I did not know that. Well,
Yep,
Crypto
true.
Face, I appreciate you so much for coming on, bro. I know the community was so excited about this. Thank you for providing all the value you did, explaining the RSI, giving us the insights into Market Cipher. And like I said, you know, before I was Frankie Candles and I was just the trader in the office, you know, I was watching you. I was watching you before I worked here. So it's full circle to have you on my own show is super, super, super cool. So thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. I'm going to give you the stage. Not that anyone needs to, you know, hear where they can find you. I'm sure they already know where you are, but let the people know what you got going on, where they could find you.
Yeah, man. I just, you know, my YouTube, CryptoFace on YouTube and Twitter. It's at Real CryptoFace 1, the number 1. You know, man, thank you again, and I appreciate your guys' support and everything. And like I said, it's just, you know, we're lucky. We're lucky. And, you know, honestly, just live day by day. Take the stuff day by day. The world is a stressful place, and it's only getting more and more stressful. Just watch yourself. You know, I just try to ask myself, you know, as far as trading goes, like, am I really confident in this? Is this a trade I cannot resist? And just don't lose. Really try to minimize losing. And if you are losing, you know, you want to keep it small. But you know, it's the CandleMafia. I lit my candle. I got my
No
candle.
way. Hey!
You know, I lit a candle. And so yeah, man, we gotta bust out them Tommy guns. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for having me on.
That's right, baby. Dude, appreciate you, Face. We will, hopefully we can get you on sometime soon again. And, yeah, thanks again for coming on, brother. Guys, go follow Crypto Face. Dude, take it easy. We'll see you soon. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Face. Hasta pasta, dude.
Thanks, brother.
Ooh, baby. Guys, there you go. The one and only Crypto Face. Oh, you know, I forgot to ask him a question. Dang. I wanted to ask him because I know he'd be out there trading like soybeans and coffee and like all this other stuff. I wanted to ask him where he traded that stuff. But yeah, guys, shout out to Crypto Face. Go follow him or go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Follow him on Twitter, guys. I mean, you guys probably already are. But yeah, shout out to Crypto Face. That was like you guys just heard me say, that was a full circle moment for me. And I know you guys were dying to get those questions answered about the RSI and Market Cipher B and trigger waves and all that stuff. So I hope you guys found value in that. But yeah, that was super, super dope. Hopefully we can get him back on sometime soon. Crypto 420, that was epic, absolutely. And I also love that we just, you know, Crypto Face is like one of those super, super down-to-earth people. It's like you meet him, and it's like, oh, I feel like I already know this guy. Like I said, I feel like we just have so many good people in the TA YouTube space. And he's just like, you know, just fun to just talk about life. I mean, you guys realize a lot of that wasn't even about TA. It was more about like psychology and just, you know, life in general. So super cool to kick it with Crypto Face and just chat. And guys, if you're going to take something away from this stream, especially talking to Face, understand that, you know, he was saying like, sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you're right? And it's not about, oh, I was right and you were wrong, or oh, what happened? I thought it was going up and it went down. It's not about that. You're gonna be wrong sometimes. And you know, I always warn you guys, it's the people like that you want to listen to, right? Because if someone's telling you that price is gonna 100% do something, chances are not chances are, they are 100% lying to you. No one is going to know 100% what happens in the market, and it's only people like Crypto Face or Garrett Soloway, or if you listen to me, you know, that are willing to admit or just accept that like they're not going to be right 100% of the time. And you know, especially on YouTube, it can get like you want to hold up your reputation. I want to be the guy that's always right, but no one's ever going to be right, and I think most people can see through that. So shout out to Crypto Face. But guys, how long have we been going for? Wow, let's see. All right, so I guess let's just hop into the charts for just a little bit here. I mean, I feel like Crypto Face spit a ton of sauce there, but Let's just go ahead and pull up the chart real quick and just see what's going on before we go ahead and spin that wheel of pain and pleasure. Where are we at on likes? Oh, 947 likes, guys. Smash that like button. Let's get to at least 1,100 likes by the end of the stream, and we'll spin that wheel a whole ton of times for you. We'll put the crypto face twirl on the spin. I don't know what that means, guys. Anyway, shout out to the CandleMafia. Shout out to Robert Bonar. What is going on, man? Shout out to you. Says awesome. Mad respect, CandleMafia. Shout out to you guys. Duck the like button. I did not know that about ducks, guys. I did not know that about ducks. But yeah, ducks just, I mean, I don't know. Bear-sized duck just scares me in general. Yeah, and also shout out to Jason Casper, that super chat, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here, man. And then, yeah, I think there is a way for me to view, view all the super chats. Shout out to MTC, says, Frankie, great show. Congratulations on 40K. Frankie to 100K before BTC. Yo, we hit 40K subs. Let's go. We got stuck at like 39,850 forever. Guys, we hit 40K subscribers. Thank you to everybody who hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed just yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Maybe we can get to 41K by the end of the stream. But we did get a whole bunch of super chats. Let me just run through these real quick. Shout out to 84 Reckless. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Oh, $3 super chat, but a $2 super chat and a $1 super chat. Shout out to 84 Reckless. Overcome said, what do you think? A really bad recession. Okay, yeah, so a lot of these are probably going to be questions, guys. I wasn't actually looking at chat the whole stream, but what do you think a really bad recession will do to crypto? Well, I'll tell you this. I wish I saw that when Face was on, but, I don't know if it necessarily means that crypto will absolutely dump, or at least, I guess, a recession would obviously cause some negative price action. But there he is. He's in chat. Shout out to Face. Yeah, that's crazy, guys. 40K. Let's go. Thank you all to everybody who hit that subscribe, and I really do appreciate it, guys. It's pretty crazy. This is like a weird day. We hit 40K. We got Crypto Face on the stream. Super. Today's a good day. What's today? Thursday? Thursday's my new favorite day of the week. Shout out to you guys. Let's see. Show Crypto Face some love in the chat, guys. Don't forget to go follow him on Twitter and sub to his YouTube channel. His streams are the absolute best. But shout out to Overcome, said, what do you think a bad recession would do? Listen, I think the obvious answer is it would definitely be negative for all markets, at least at first. But I know a lot of people are expecting the stock market are thinking that the stock market is topped out completely. And these are not just anybody. These are prominent names in the space. These are people who are well respected and have a decorated past. But the or actually, I think we were talking to Garrett Soloway about this, and he was saying that he thinks the top is in for the stock market, at least for now, and he doesn't think we'll see new all-time highs in the stock market for another 10 to 15 years, which is super, super interesting. Hopefully, I'm not misquoting him, but he said he doesn't think that necessarily means that crypto is going to follow suit. He thinks there is a point where crypto may kind of take the lead there. So very interesting. I hope that helps you. I'm sorry I didn't see it while Face was still on here. Shout out to Jason Casper with the super chat. Says, oh snap, CF in the house. Shout out to Indiana Candles. These are questions. What time frames, if any, work to see decent moves up, down on Market Cipher, where Crypto Face was basically saying it's about getting those higher time frames, looking in the direction that you want price to go, so money flow coming up, momentum coming up on the higher time frames, and then looking for those entries down on those lower time frames. Is kind of how he was explaining it. Let's see. Indiana Candles says, first time seeing Crypto Face. I'm a forever fan now. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. They don't call him the GOAT for nothing, guys. I don't call him the GOAT for nothing. Shout out to Biomex, says, Crypto Face cliff notes of the book. I'll buy it. I swear, we should 100% have Crypto Face. At least if Ben wants to do it, that's obviously, that would make sense. But having a Crypto Face version would not be the worst. I think that would be sick. All right, let's see. Cybersplash says, Frankie, congrats on 40K subscribers. Let's go. Shout out to Tony D says, shout out. Congrats on 40K, bro. Thank you, guys. 84 Reckless with another $1 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. MTC, we just read that one. Frankie, great show. Congratulations on 40K. 84 Reckless again with the congratulations on the 40K. And shout out to Captain Kirk. Thank you so much for that super chat, Cap. She says, love the fade, Frankie. Hey, shout out to Captain noticing the cut here. Shout out to Javit the Barber as well. Captain, we were talking about you recently. I think you were the one that named us, weren't you? We were kind of talking about that the other day as we were starting the new year, and we were just talking about like. I think it was you that named us, right? Or it was the we had options, and then you just kind of made the overruling decision to make the Candle Mafia. So shout out to Captain Kirk, guys. Show Captain Kirk some love in chat because we would not be the Candle Mafia without her. Shout out to Cap, we love you. But we need 40,000 candles. Let's go. But there you go, guys. There are the super chats. But now let's just go ahead and jump right into the charts here, real quick. Let me pull up my. Let me pull this up, and let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. Now, guys, I am in my ultra-wide monitor here. I'm not going to spend the time to change it, but I will call out prices for you because I know they're hard to see when the screen is set up like this. But let's go ahead and continue on. Still got 970 people. Oh, baby, we might get that 1,100 likes. But I do just want to make a quick little... I just want to look through things very, very briefly here. Let's see. Did price move at all as we were sitting here? Potentially. Let me just get rid of some of this stuff. I don't know why I'm trying to do it from all the way up back here. Bada boom, bada boom. Wow, it is different streaming on this giant screen. Okay. So here we... Oh. Wait, what is going on right now? Oh, baby. Oh. Oh, we're getting it, guys. We are getting it. It might not be on the Hikins. Oh, it is. Guys, so this is what, whoo, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, shout out to John Wick. $40, 40 for 40K. Congrats, Frankie. Yo, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. Shout out to John Wick. I appreciate that so much, bro. Yeah, you guys are crazy. Your energy is amazing, brother. Shout out to Ricardo Rodriguez, or as I like to call him, Ricardo Rodriguez. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Shout out to John Wick. I appreciate that, bro. It's crazy, guys. We've come a very long way. And what better stream to hit 40K than the one that we have Crypto Face on? Super cool. Again, guys, that was a full circle moment for me. But let's go ahead and Candle Cartel just doesn't have the same ring to it. Hey, you're dang right, Cap. You're dang right. Hey, shout out to Fear and Wraith, 40K. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. But guys, we are getting, yeah, this is a kind of a funky looking bearish divergence on the daily time frame with our higher highs on price and our lower highs on our momentum wave. But guys, I will say this. I did not think this was going to happen very quickly. We talked about this on the live stream yesterday, looking for a potential daily bear div to print. And, you know, this isn't necessarily a low. I mean, it is a lower high, but we are actually starting to print it. This daily green dot got absolutely stepped on this candle close. This is interesting. This has got me feeling, somewhat bearish here, at least in the short term. Again, I think Face was saying, he was saying about 10% pullback. He's feeling pretty good, which obviously should be taken pretty seriously because obviously, you don't become Crypto Face without knowing what you're talking about. But he was saying about 10% move down. He's feeling pretty good, and I will say this. It would bring you, or I don't know if he was saying 10 from the current price or 10 from maybe the top, potentially. Let's see, 10, what that would be. Yeah, 21.8. So he must have gone from the top. So 21.8. Yeah, that is, I do believe that if we pull up, I don't know what chart it is. I don't want to waste too much time here, but I do believe that 21.8 was a very key level that we were looking at. I forget exactly what is there, but, is it our macro value area high? Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, that is one of the levels. I don't want to spend too much time trying to find the exact level, but that was a, 21.8. Yeah, come touch these highs. But yeah, I don't know exactly what chart it's on. I don't want to dig too much because we are already almost at the 2 hours of the stream. But, that would make a lot of sense in my opinion. If you come down to 21.8, oh, God, I really wish I had that. I really wish I had that level because that was a level that we were looking at. Let's see. Maybe we could find it. Oh, there. Is this it? Nope, that's 19.8. Bada boom, bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time looking for it, guys, but that would make a lot of sense to me. As long as honestly, I would still be pretty bullish. Really, where I really wouldn't want to break down past would be these highs here. If we break this 786, we are likely coming lower, in my opinion. But we have plenty of room to come down for a nice correction. We could come down pretty deep and still make it a healthy correction before continuing back to the upside. However, you guys will know yesterday we were talking about how oh god, see, this is why you don't want to front run things, guys. Daily bear div is flashing. Remember, it's not confirmed. It's still on the regular candles, but you want to wait for these to confirm before making any decisions based off of it. But something to keep an eye on here. You guys will know we were looking for that, but really what I was thinking was more likely to play out here was to potentially get a push up into the 25K range to give you another higher high and then have your momentum wave come up like that and then give you the bear div down. But hey, maybe we'll get it right here. And there's no telling, there's no saying that we can't print a little bear div here, come down, and then come and create a bigger bear div, right? But again, we are at key resistance. Now, I do want to preface that with, guys, I am still bullish in the longer term, at least for right now. Wouldn't be absolutely out of the ordinary. We did come up basically from that wick. We're up about almost 50%. You got to pull back at some point, right? And it doesn't mean you can't continue higher, but it would make a lot of sense. We're at key resistance. Not only do we have that bearish setup on the daily, but we did see it also on the 4-hour as well. You can see here, we also come up, obviously coming up to the key resistance. We are starting to reject this level, and we have money flow coming out with the momentum coming out as well. You did get a bearish divergence here on that 4-hour time frame. Another top signal, right? And on top of that, guys, you have the money flow coming out, right? So that's kind of how I was talking about one of my favorite setups, or my strongest setups that make me feel super confident in trades, is when you have a bearish divergence with your money flow coming out on the same time frame, and then you also have money flow coming out on the lower time frames, which we obviously have starting to happen here as well, right? Crossover into the red, money flow starting to come out on the 30-minute. 24-minute. 30-minute is kind of flat with the money flow. Taking a look at the 1 hour, money flow is coming out. So, I think maybe we just kind of range around here a little bit, but I would watch that 4-hour money flow is, again, and you want to be careful, like I was just talking about with CryptoFace. You want to be careful of something very similar to what was happening in 2019. Let me go ahead and see if I can find it for you guys here. You want to just be very careful, right? Because in the bear market of 2018, you guys can see we came down. Come on, there we go. We came down, bottom of the bear market. There was plenty of time to accumulate, right? And then money flow came up a little bit in the red and then back into the green. Little bit in the red, back into the big green, right? Money flow is coming out, back into the green. And you guys will know, I've been talking about this a lot. When we're in a bear market, we talked about how you spend much more time in the red with your money flow than in the green. And in a bear market, typically, let me just reorient myself here. In this bear market, as we come down, you're in the red for much longer than you're in the green, especially right here. You see it. A lot of red money flow with little pops up into the green, very short term, right? That is, we have to be careful, because if we are going to switch market structure on a macro level, if we're gonna turn in, if this is gonna be a sustainable rally to the upside, and we're gonna come up to much higher prices, we have to start expecting price to maybe just dip into the red briefly before coming back into the green. So although this could make for a very, very good short, which we were looking at in the premium Discord, this is a short, right? And again, not to get into it right now, the setup has come and passed. Not saying, if we come down lower, obviously you can get other entries, but you want to be a little more conservative with the shorts right now, especially with that weekly market structure looking a little bit more bullish right now, especially with that monthly green dot. It's actually confirmed now. This is confirmed. When did this confirm? Am I late to the party here? Confirmed green dot on the Heikens. Is it confirmed on regular candles as well? Yeah. So confirmed green dot. This has got me feeling pretty good longer term, guys. But you want to be careful with the shorts, but it wouldn't really shock me if we come down a little bit from here, just because of that bear div on the 4-hour with money flow coming out. The daily giving those bearish signals. But yeah. That is basically how I'm feeling. Let's talk about some potential levels to the downside in case we do wind up getting a decent correction here. Some levels I would be watching. First major level I would watch would be between about 22,350 and the top of this blue box at about $23,200. That would be the first place I'd be looking for a pretty decent bounce. You would be retesting that previous value area high of our local range right here. So, as you guys know, when you come out of your value area, it's very likely that you get sucked back in. We did build up some volume up here. You could see it on both volume profiles here. Could indicate that we could stick up there for just a little bit, but as you can see, we've fallen into this low volume gap. So this high volume node is going to be basically this blue box is going to be a very, very strong level to hold. If we could hold above this, that would be pretty bullish in my opinion. And you guys know there's two options here, right? When you come out of your value area, you're either going to fall back in towards your point of control, which is going to be right here, or you could come down and hit some support on top of that value area high right here, and that is where price may actually wind up getting a strong bounce from and potentially coming up to higher prices to hunt out another area of balance. But again, that next target to the upside, if we come up, is going to be in that 25K to 25.5 level. But then to the downside, I would look to hold this blue box. This blue box does come in between about 23,200 and about 23,000 even, and then you have that high volume node. So looking to basically hold these highs. Again, major level that we don't want to lose. Not going to flip bearish long term if we lose this level, but I will expect lower prices if we break this level. It's the same level we've been looking at about $22,323. So going to be watching that as well. All right, let's see. Can you take a look at D-Race? D-Race and Dogecoin. How long are we going for? Okay. I will take a look at D-Race and Dogecoin, but that's going to be it. Actually, we're just going to look at, shout out to Hundo. We're going to take a look at Dogecoin only. I don't want to spend too much time because we're actually, we'll look at both. All right, taking a look at Dogecoin. I'm going to go super quick here. Very, very similar setup as Bitcoin. You are putting in a bunch of bearish divergence on the 4-hour right here with your money flow coming out. As you can see right here, momentum waves getting lower, money flow getting lower. So yeah, and you're coming up against very, very strong resistance. So probably, you may come down just a little bit more here. You do have a pretty high volume node here. So let me pull a little fib here. Yeah, I would go ahead and watch this gold. Forget this golden pocket. I'm not looking at that. But I would watch this golden pocket right here, right on your high volume node. If you come down, I would look for some support on there. If you lose that and the 786, I'd look down to about 8 cents. That would be your next likely stop, about right there. If you lose that level, maybe coming down to the between about down into the 7-cent range. So going to be super quick on that. It's looking very similar to Bitcoin, looking pretty bearish on the 4-hour. Daily is also looking bearish. Printing a red dot on the daily as well. All right, let's see. Bada boom, bada boom. Hi, Frankie. When we get a bounce, what should we use to confirm our entry? Well, it depends on where you get the bounce from. On Bitcoin, depending on how much, basically what you're doing is you're looking at your key levels, right? This is basically how I approach things, right? If you have your key levels, you just wait for price to fall into your key level. And if you come into one of your key levels of support and you're not getting bullish confirmations, you're probably going to break that level, right? So what's the next key level underneath that? If there's another key level underneath, wait to see if price will come approach that level, right? And then if you find your bullish confirmations at that level, maybe that's where you find your entry. But essentially what you're doing, is you're basically just finding key levels to the downside and then looking for bullish confirmations. But because the daily is rolling over here just a little bit, getting that red dot again, I would wait for those higher term time frames. Remember, you want to look for those high, just like CryptoFace just said, higher time frames. Look for what they're doing because as you guys know, those will likely play out. Those will likely play out over time, even if it takes time. But then you want to look for your entry down on the lower time frames, get an entry, and then that, as those higher time frames are looking to play out, your lower time frame entry will wind up getting that ride. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, there you go. What did we just look at? I don't even know. What was it? It was Dogecoin. That was Dogecoin. Let's take a look at D-Race. Dark Crash repping the Hydration Nation. Let's go. Let's see. D-Race. Oh, boy. Guys, check this thing out. Yeah, we were going to do this. This thing is nasty looking. Nasty looking. We were going to do it, but now it's warm, and I forgot to do it, so I'm going to save it for tomorrow. But let's go ahead and take a look at D-Race really quickly. Is this D-Race? D-Race Tether KuCoin. Poof, baby. This thing is ripping. Is this actually D-Race? Wow. Interesting. I don't know why this looks so weird to me. Looking at the 4 hour. Hey. Yeah, 4 hour. Bing bong. Yeah, not looking as bad. Money flow is much thicker on the 4 hour here, but you have a red dot confirmed. You do have bearish divergence forming. So yeah, I would lean a little bit towards a cool off in the short term. Taking a look at your daily, red dot is confirmed. Yeah, I think you could, you'll probably cool off a little bit here on D-Race. But dang, this thing is, I don't know why. Is this like, I feel like this is the wrong thing. Why is this thing, I don't remember this thing. It's up 200%, jeez. Or it was up 200%. Dang! All right, let's continue on. Shut up. Hundo, wait, he said, oh, yeah, oh, wow. He said Doge Chain, but he appreciates the TA anyway. Yeah, that's my fault, bro. That's my fault. I'm just so used to seeing Dogecoin. Yeah, Doge Chain. I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a meme coin or here, Dogecoin. Oh, it's on KuCoin. Interesting. All right, well, we'll give you the sauce on this thing too. Let's go. I'm gonna pull a little bit of a Fibonacci. Okay, boom. Coming up to that 786. Looking for that daily bear div. Yikes. I would be cautious with this. I don't think it's going to zero. I mean, I don't know what this is as a project. But, yeah, looking like you may want to cool off on the daily. Looking at 16-hour. Yeah, looking like it wants to cool off. Taking a look at the 4-hour. Money flow was in the red. Now it's in the green. But now you're crossing back into the red. Now you're printing a red dot. Taking a look at the 3-hour. 2-hour. Yeah. I'd be careful. Really, the main thing I'd be looking for a pullback on this, I don't want to spend too much time on it, is with this red dot confirms likely that you'll cool off. I would watch this golden pocket coming in at about 0.0017 cents for some support. If you lose that, you may be falling down lower down to the 0.0014 cent level. So there you go. Someone says Matic is dumping. Let's go ahead and check it. Oh, no. Is the computer going to die? Oh, there we go. Bada boom. All right. Oh, there we go. Matic dumping. Hey, shout it. There it is, baby. There it is. Shout out to the premium Discord. And anybody who saw this, we put this setup in here in the premium Discord like not that long ago, but we put it and it started hitting like almost instantly. So shout out to anybody who was able to catch that call in the premium Discord. Guys, if you want to get into that premium Discord, you can check the link in the description down below. And if you're not ready to pull the trigger on a premium product, you can go ahead and join that free Discord. Also, absolutely jam-packed with sauce. I don't want anyone thinking like, you're not going to be, like, don't sleep on the free Discord, guys. Just because if you don't have the money to lay out for the premium Discord or you just don't want to spend the money, the free Discord is still endlessly valuable. I don't want people thinking like, if you're not in the paid Discord, then to get in that free Discord, it's amazing. Trust me. But yeah, shout out to the premium though. Let's see. Just do Matic. Shout out to Cody Codes. But yeah, looking to have this play out just a little bit. Look at that, right on our level. Boom. Yeah, catching a little bit of support at these previous highs, right? Pull a little bit of a golden pocket, see what we got coming on below us here. Yeah, golden pocket. Let's see. Yeah, gonna see. Hopefully we can make it down to this golden pocket to take the rest of the profit here. But yeah, 4-hour bearish divergence. Check out the daily green dot still printing on Matic. Daily green dot still printing on Matic. However, your VWAP is looking to flip to the downside. So you may instantly print another red dot here very soon, similar to how we did on Bitcoin. And if anybody, if you missed an entry on this or something, don't FOMO in on the red candles. Wait for some form of a retracement or something like that. You could try to pull some fibs. You don't want to short on the way down, guys. You want to have a retracement to the way on the way up to potentially come back to the downside. So, you might actually come back up and retest that level. But you want to get it in on a retracement. But this was the ideal entry up here. If you were not in here, this is probably not a good time to enter. Now, could you enter here and then it absolutely dumps? Totally, that could happen. Anything can happen, but the ideal entry was up here, not on not on these red candles. But yeah, I would leaning kind of the same thing as the rest of the market here, waiting for that daily red dot to start printing here. Looking at the 16-hour, same thing. Red dot looking to print on the 16 and the 12-hour very soon. 8-hour looking to print that red dot as well, and then your 6-hour is printing that red dot. So I would lean a little bit. I would lean a little bit more on the bearish side in the short term for what is this thing? Matic, or some people call it Matic. I'm just kidding. I've heard people call Ethereum Erythrium. I've heard people call ETH ETH. I've never heard someone call Matic Matic. But hey, maybe we'll start it on the channel. 844 people still in the stream, guys. But with all that being said, I think that is all the time we got for tonight's stream. Yeah, we're running up. We got to get to that wheel. How many likes do we have? 1,080 likes, guys. Almost 1,100 likes. So close to 1,100 likes. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel. Pain and pleasure. Yeah. And guys, don't forget, in the next few weeks, we are going to, nothing really going to be changing that you guys need to know about. Like we're not going to stop this live stream or anything, but we are going to be trying some new stuff and kind of just not like revamping the channel, but we're going to be adding some stuff to the channel, reorganizing some stuff. Obviously, this show is going to remain the same, but we want to add, some more content, throughout the day. So maybe we're going to do, we're thinking about maybe another live stream in the morning, a really short live stream, more of like a market update live stream. So we may be adding that to the channel, but we're going to we're going to try to work with it. Tony D starts with us full-time on, full-time on Monday or Tuesday. So once he gets in, that's really when we're going to start revamping things. And so we could step this up, step this channel up and 10x it over the next year. We had an amazing 2022. Now we're going to have an amazing 2023. Hopefully we can get to 100K subscribers. And I think we can. We hit 40K today. So let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Love it, man. I finally got here almost in time. Shout out to Lost Profit. Shout out to you, bro. Coffee and Candles. That was a great name. Yeah, shout out. Maybe we'll take a little bit of a survey because I would love it. Hodgepodge said you and Kelly should have a show. Shout out to Hodgepodge. I think I'm actually going to be going on the BitLab channel probably next week. Next Friday, I think, is in the talks. But we work in the same office, so it's like, he could come into my office and be like, hey, you want to come on right now? I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's go. So I'll be popping on that channel, from time and time again, here and there. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's go. Spin this dang wheel, guys. Spin numero uno. Let's go. Candlelit breakfast. Oh, shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. Let's get it. Oh, baby, we got 1,100 likes. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel 15 times, baby. 15 times. Let's see. Shout out to Fear the Wraith. Or Fear the Wrath. Shout out to you, man. He says, thanks. I appreciate you for being here, man. Is the giveaways from the pre-recorded video only or live stream videos too? Jason, you just got to comment on our last video that we uploaded, which I believe was the stop loss video. For anybody who's out there getting wrecked or liquidated, please go watch that video and never get liquidated again. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, let's see. What am I winning from the wheel? Shout out to TradeLig. Coffee and Candles sounds like a sick podcast for crypto. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to you. All right, there we go. Give him a giveaway. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, we just got, I don't know if I guess that's Spanish. Today's episode is brought to you by Cat, guys. Brought to you by Cat. Boom. We had 40K subs, guys. Time to blast that music. You know what I'm saying? Boom, baby. All right, let's go. Is that too loud? No? Oh, we can't even hear it. Hey. Oh, give him a giveaway, baby. Let's go. Crypto Totoro, or Totoro, as I like to say, says stop loss video was really helpful. Thank you for that. Shout out to you, man. I think it's something everybody's got to watch. Everybody's got to see it, or everybody's got to hear it, right? I think everybody wants to find that end-all, be-all stop-loss strategy that they can just put and never get stopped out again, but it doesn't exist. You're going to get stopped out of trades. You're not going to have 100 green trades in a row. So just remember that, guys. The reason a stop loss is there is to get you out of a trade when your trade idea is invalidated. And there's no perfect stop loss strategy, because not only are there multiple ways to set your stop loss or multiple techniques or strategies, but it's very, very reliant on your own strategy, your own trading strategy that you're using, as well as your own personal risk tolerance, right? If you're a super conservative trader, you're going to set tight stop losses, right? And you're going to get stopped out. You're going to get stopped out more often, but you're going to lose very little on each trade. So you might have more red trades, but you're going to have very, very small losses, where, some people that use big stop losses might not get stopped out as often, but when they get stopped out, it's going to be a little bit bigger of a hit. So there you go. And how many spins we got? 4 more spins, baby. Let's go. I got liquidated overnight. Shout out to Crypto Infinity. Check out the video. Check out the video, man. Let's go. Shout out to you. Jonah says, appreciate you, Frankie. Great show tonight. Shout out to Jonah. Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate you for tuning in, my man. Let's go. Spin numero 13. I don't even know if that's how you say 13. I'm not 100% sure. I'm Italian, not Spanish, but I could count higher in Spanish than I can in Italian. All right, let's go. Hey. Okay, I'm here now. Can you repeat what you said? Shout out to Carrie Stressel. Oh, God, you guys really can't hear me when I look this way. Is that annoying to you guys? I'm going to have to change that. I got to talk, right into the microphone. All right, here we go. I think this is the last one. Last spin. Let's go. Bing, bong. Let's go. Oh, BTC is pumping. Oh. Oh, no. I just launched OBS. My computer might crash. Oh, boy. BTC is not pumping. Oh, God. I don't know if you guys could hear that music, but OBS just opened. All right, let's see. Don't worry, Frankie. We hear you just fine. All right, let's go. All right, there we go. Wait, hang on. Where did the wheel go? There it is. Okay, boom. How many giveaways did we get? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. You guys won all the giveaways yesterday. It was like there were only 2 no's. But there you go. 2, 4, 6, 7 giveaways. Let's go. Shout out to the Candle Mafia. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in today. Don't forget, if you want to enter to win these giveaways, go watch that stop loss video. Well, I can't track if you watch it, but I recommend you watch it because I think it'll be very valuable and it can help you out. I show you multiple strategies on how you can set your stop losses. I also show you common mistakes that people make, and we show you 2 indicators that you can use to easily find a stop loss without having to do crazy calculations, or, some people are adding and subtracting things and trying to find that exact dollar amount. So we show you those indicators that make it super, super, super easy. So go check that out. But if you're not going to watch it, at least hit that like button and leave a comment, because that will get you into the giveaway so you can win some of this free crypto or maybe some free merch. We'll have to see what we do here. But let's see. Have a great evening, everybody. Shout out to Don Manning. Shout out to Chad. Shout out to Dave Digital. Shout out to Curtis Neal. Shout out to all our mods. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. Shout out to Cody Codes. Shout out to Ant Art and Curtis Neal, JB Crypto, Graziano, Kelly Kellum in the chat. Let's go. Guys, with all that being said, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's stream. Shout out to Crypto Face. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all so much for 40K. It's like, I feel like we do these little thank yous all the time. But 40K, super, super cool. Shout out to Captain Kirk. I love you, Frankie. I love the Candle Mafia. Let's go. We would not be the same without you, Captain. Guys, thank you for 40K. Super crazy, super exciting. And what better way to hit 40K than on live with Crypto Face. That's all I got, Candle Mafia. I'll see you tomorrow, same place, same time, 5:45 Eastern Standard Time PM, ATB after DZ. Oh, that's all I got. See you guys next time. Hasta pasta. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.
You know, I'm thinking about this bear-sized duck or 100 duck-sized bears thing, and I'm not going to lie, I don't even know, I don't think I'm as scared of either of those things as I am. I don't think I'm as scared of any of those things as I am scared of possum feet. Look at these disgusting little fangas. The little stanky fangas. The stanky possum fangas. I don't know, guys. I'm just over here, like, ever since we looked at those, I've just been Googling pictures. It's almost like a weird obsession. But those little weird, creepy little pinches, those little stank fangas, not into it, guys. Did I just admit that I look up possum feet on my free time? Well, anyway, guys, I will see you next time. Tomorrow, same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Time. I love Eastern Standard Time. I love each and every single one of you guys. I mean that. I'm not just saying that. Like you and you and you. I like you all. I love you all. I'll see you guys next time. Hasta pasta. Bing bong. I hit the wrong button. This is awkward. Oh, no. Bing bong.